Oh yeah, AD. Let's go.
All right. Good morning, guys. Coffee. All right. So this video was gonna be a little sit-down video. I'm gonna show you guys my gear, do a little Q&A. But me and Elliot decided we're gonna go get tatted. So I was like, why not bring the camera? Gonna get tatted, then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do a little sit-down Q&A, and then I'm gonna show you guys what is in my gear bag in 2022. Before we do that, I got my Black Friday. This is like 1/3 of it, not gonna lie. Don't even show over there, please. I have like fucking 6 boxes of Black Friday stuff. Cause I handle all the athletes' clothes too, that I gotta shoot. I'll give you a little sneak peek. Some of my favorite things. The blue rose hat, fire. Oof. The red Immortals. These are absolutely insane. We got puffer jackets, we got new tees, new hoodies. Also, if you guys see this before I post, I'm doing a Youngla giveaway with Gorilla Mind. We're gonna go get tatted. I will see you guys there. All right, guys, so we made it to the studio. Me and Elliot are just deciding what we wanna get right now, right here on our body for the rest of our lives. I'm just kidding. So I'm gonna get my the lightning bolt right here behind my ear, and then I'm gonna get the shooter, the crosshairs right there on my middle finger, because I got a little empty spot and that's not acceptable. Gotta fill that in. I know it sounds crazy to you guys, probably like, why the fuck are you just getting random tattoos? But honestly, I love getting tattoos. My whole leg is done, half my arm is done. I got my first tat when I was 17, I think, with my dad. Like, my dad's all tatted. My parents actually like my tattoos. They look forward to seeing them. My mom's always like, send me a picture, when you're done. So I guess it's different for me. But yeah, so we're gonna head inside. I'll pick it up when Kim starts getting to work.
Oh, I didn't even know it was a click screen. Yeah.
The old cross, eh?
Bro, I got so many of them.
Colin, bring the sauce, boy.
Fingers are fully completed now. It's a good placement, right? I think it's just because that it makes it look like it's high, but. All right, we're all done. I got my new shooter crosshair. Sorry for flipping you guys off, but I think my hand is done. Eventually I want to put my logo right here above my thumb. I'm gonna wait a little bit, but it looks pretty sick. I don't know if you guys can see it. Right there. All right, guys, so now we are here at Alphaland. I'm gonna get this video done. I'm gonna hop in and get a lift in, but this is the part of the video where I'm gonna show you guys what is in my gear bag currently in 2022. So we will start with the actual bag itself. This is called a Mosiso, I think that's how you say it. M-O-S-I-S-O. Hard shell. It's got the nice hard cover. It's been great. I got it on Amazon. Not super expensive. I wouldn't say this is like a top of the line bag, but does the job for me, and I really like it. It has the laptop holder, because I'm always bringing my laptop with me places. You can get this on Amazon. Pretty much everything I have is from Amazon. I just want to get that out there before we get started. But yeah, so let's go to the lenses. All right, before we get into the lenses, let's talk about my current body. I currently have the A7R4. I'm gonna be using this a lot for photos now, because I recently just picked up the 7S3 body. So I'm gonna use that a lot for video. This will be my photo camera, so I have an A and a B, so I'm not switching back and forth, especially when I'm doing gimbal work. So yeah, this is my baby. This is what I've been using. I started with Sony, so I stuck with it, and I invested in a lot of glass. So first lens, the one that I recommend to everybody when people ask me what is the best lens I should get, the 24-70 G Master. This is your best all-around lens. It's good for photo, good for video. You can go nice and wide at 24, or you can zoom in at 70. So this is my go-to all-around lens for everything. Is it pricey? Yes, but it's an investment, and this is the best lens you're gonna buy, in my opinion, and the one you'll use the most for sure. Next we got the 16-35 G Master. This is my wide lens. This is great for vlogging, for YouTube videos, for landscape shots, for when I'm doing like a wide thumbnail. I like to use this. Or I used to use this for like walkthrough videos when I did real estate. because it's super wide and you can show a whole room and you're going through a house. So another must-have lens in my opinion. Pricey, yes, but once again, it's an investment. If this is your business, if this is what you want to do, worth investing into good lenses because they will last you forever and they're just quality. Next we have the 50mm 1.4. So this is a Sigma lens, which to me is just as good as the G Masters and stuff like that. It's a little cheaper than the G Masters Sigma line, but they're literally just as good. So this is the 50 1.4. I use this for a lot of photos. This is my prime lens, my go-to. They say you get that creamy background. Really good lens. Highly recommend. Next we got the 85 1.8. This is a Sony lens. Funny story, this is actually the first lens I bought because I read a review and I heard some good things about it. I bought it, put it on my camera, and I was like, why the fuck is it not zooming? And because it's a prime lens, I had no idea at the time, so it's a pretty funny story. But I still have this lens and it's still one of my favorite lenses. I use it all the time for Youngla photos, and 85 is just a really good focal length, and it's one I use a lot for photos. So another one, highly recommend. I got the 56 1.4 Sigma. I just picked this up recently. I just never saw a 56 focal length and I was like, fuck it, let me go try it out because it's pretty affordable. This is a good alternative to the 50 1.4. It's a lot cheaper and it's pretty much the same focal length. So check this one out. And yeah, the only other thing that I recommend everyone has is ND filters, right? So pretty much, for those who don't know, ND filter is pretty much sunglasses for your camera. So when it's super bright out, I'm sure a lot of you guys like to film outside and you're like, oh, it's way too overexposed, I can't use this. That's why you got ND filters. Throw it on the lens and it makes you be able to keep that low f-stop so you don't gotta crank it. But yeah, this is a must-have too in your bag. Yeah, so that's pretty much just a simple run through. I'm gonna do a video pretty soon going really in depth about each lens and when I use them, and talk about prime lenses, zoom lenses, how I use them. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna go get a little workout in and then we will do the Q&A. I'm gonna answer your questions. So see you guys in a little bit. All right, I'm back. So I'm actually gonna do the Q&A now outside Outland because then I'm gonna go work out and I'm gonna edit this video so you guys can watch it tomorrow because today is currently Wednesday and this is going out Thursday. So let's do the Q&A. And if you guys wanna ask me questions, I usually put the poll on my IG, so follow me on IG and you could get featured in the next episode. So question 1, tips for filming in public, which I'm doing as we speak. My main tip is you just can't worry about anybody else. Don't get nervous, don't be ashamed to film. The good thing about a place like Outland is like 60% of people right now are filming themselves or they're walking around with a tripod. So a place like here, it's normal, but I obviously understand when you're out in public in like a Starbucks, just to whip out the vlog camera or something, it could be intimidating, which it still is for me. But you gotta just remember, like, you're doing this for you. Like, that stranger who laughs or something, like, who the fuck cares, you know? Worry about your life, this is something you wanna do, and you just gotta do it, and that's it. Simple as that. All right, question 2, how is your mental health currently? I could probably say it's good, you know? I'm really happy to be out here in Houston. I got a great group of friends out here. I have my dream job working with Youngla, so I got no complaints right now. But obviously there's still real life problems I deal with every day. I still get stressed, like I'm not perfect just because social media makes everything look so perfect. Like I still got my bad days and I'm still human, you know? And the way to handle those days is for me, it's communicating with people, talking to friends, calling my family. And I think communication is key because if you hold something in or you feel in a certain way, and you don't address it, it's only gonna make it worse. And that's something I try to remind myself whenever I come into a little mental block or something, or I'm feeling a certain way, is I try to talk about it. I try to let it out, you know, and figure out ways I can fix it. So overall, mental health, A+. Question 3, around what time did your social media start to grow? I like to say it was June 2020 when I started going to Iron Revolution and I started working with Sawyer, with Dom. I started taking the David Lade photos. I would say, because I was grinding before that, but when I started hanging out with those guys and taking photos of them, that's when I was put on a bigger platform and my photos were seen by more people. And that's when things really started to pick up. So I'm not saying that's the only way to blow up or to get your Instagram to grow is by shooting bigger people. But obviously, if you're shooting someone with 100,000 followers and they post your photo, it's gonna reach a bigger audience. So I would say around that time, like 2 years ago, when I started hanging out with those guys in Jersey, that's when things really started to pick up, and I started getting more recognition because more people were seeing my work. So that was a great time in my life, and I will always be thankful for those times with Max Taylor, with Sawyer, back in Jersey. All right, question 4. Should I go to college for business or just try and gain experience from companies? I say it's a little bit of both. I don't knock college at all. I'm not one of those people that's like, fuck college, because I did go to college. I got my associate's degree, I did 2 years, and then that was it. I went right to work. But college is great. If you're grateful enough where like you have parents that are gonna pay for you, or you yourself have the money to pay for college, then I think it's worth it. Go get your degree. In terms of gaining experience from companies, surround yourself with people that do what you want to do. Like for me personally, back home, like there was photographers and stuff that I looked up to, and I would reach out to them. I would say, hey, can I come shadow you? Can I just come be on set? And that's how I really gained a lot of experience, is actually doing it, you know? You could sit in a classroom, but physically being at a place where your job that you want to achieve is going on, then that's the best place to be. Question 5, dream collab. That's a tough one because this isn't even bragging. Like I've pretty much already shot with all my dream people that I wanted to shoot with. I guess someone like bigger scale would be The Rock. I fucking love The Rock. I hope to meet him one day and maybe do a video or something, or just take photos of him. I think that would be sick. But yeah, The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, absolute GOAT. Oh shit. All right, next question. What is your background before all of this? College, major, 9 to 5, etc. So a lot of you guys already know that. I did go to college. I played baseball. I did 2 years, got my associate's degree. And then after that, I was just delivering food. I was delivering pizza. I worked for a catering company. And in that meantime is when I picked the camera up. So I was doing like little freelance jobs. I was just practicing. And then I got my construction job with my dad. Did that for years. And I was also, during that time, doing this LT stuff on the side. And then, yeah, that was it. Quit my job. And the rest is history. And you guys could hear my whole story on my podcast, Who is LT? Go check it out. But yeah, done it all. Next question, do you plan on staying in Houston? Yes. Right now, I'm happy. This is the place to be for me right now. I love the people here. I love being around Alphaland. I love the atmosphere. And for me, it just makes sense to be here right now. LA was great. I love visiting Brandon, and I'm still gonna visit all the time, but I can't see myself living out there full time right now. And also like going back home, there's really nothing in New York for me to grow my business right now. Out here, it's where people are coming here. So it's been great. I love Houston, and I don't see myself leaving anytime soon. So staying in Houston. Next question, tips on getting attention from Youngla. Get this one a lot too. So there's no specific tip for getting recognized by Young LA specifically. What I tell people is grow your own personal brand, right? Grow yourself first before you start seeking codes and seeking all these endorsements and stuff. What I try to say is picture me showing Gary, the owner, your profile, right? What value do you provide that he's gonna see and be like, yeah, we need this guy on the team? That's the way you gotta look at it. Like, grow yourself so that when you present yourself to a company or someone presents you to a company, it's almost like, yeah, we need this guy. Like, prove yourself, you know, have value, create value. What do you bring to the table? Like, why should these companies bring you onto the team? And that's what you gotta work on. So I tell you guys, work on growing yourself first before you start seeking codes. And the codes will just come naturally. Once you grow your platform and get yourself out there, and you start and you have an actual value that you're gonna bring to the team. So, next question, relationship status. I am single. I am enjoying life. I'm grinding. I don't see myself getting a relationship anytime soon. I don't know. Right now I'm just, it sounds bad, I'm so focused on work, but yeah, no dating right now for me. Hopefully my next girlfriend or whatever is gonna be my wife. I don't think, I'm only 25, but I'm not even thinking that far ahead. Right now I'm just living day to day, but happily single right now, grinding, working, traveling. The time will come, but for now, enjoying life, a single life, so. All right, that wraps it up. I'm gonna go get a lift. This was a shorter video, I think, I hope, but more of a sit down video. tattoo was just kind of extra, so you guys got to see me get tatted. So next week we got some more Black Friday shoots going down, so I'm gonna take you guys behind the scenes. And until then, I'll just be editing, chilling, doing my thing. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Love y'all.
Call it, bring the sauce, boy.